So today is October 10th, technically 11th, I guess, where it's a little bit after midnight, but we'll still consider it the 10th. Um, Today was a really fucking good day. It's my wife's birthday, and we just kind of done everything she wanted to do today, which wasn't much. It was just kind of hanging out as a family, not go anywhere, not have anybody over, not go to work, just relax, um, play video games, watch the movie, um, busted open some uh, geodes, and yeah, just had a fun, chill day. The weather was good, slept in great. Um, it's days like today that I have to have since I've been unemployed for a couple months now. And I can't believe it's been that long. It's just absolutely flew by. But it's days like today that really reminds me, like, just how amazing life can be. Because, mind you, even though I'm not employed, I'm working harder now and doing more shit than I was whenever I was employed. Um, but I'm doing all that now so that way I can hurry up and get all that over with so I can be completely self employed and won't have to work but a day or two a month, maybe. Well, I mean, to fully expand everything, still got a decent ways to go, but just being able to get everything set up where we need to be, coming soon. I don't expect any new happenings on all that this weekend or probably even Monday, because I believe it's holiday or whatever. But yeah, so that being said, it's all still flown by, but it's good to just take a break, like every now and again. Take some time off work. If you're still at a job, I know so many people that live paycheck to paycheck. Do what you can to try to make yourself as financially stable as you can, so that you can afford to take just a few days every now and again. It's so liberating. Even whenever I was at my job and stuff, that there was a day that I just really could not mentally handle doing what I was going to have to go through. I was in a position where I was able to take off work. Now, most of those days I was taking off work to do shit like that, it was because I had to go and work or do something and meet somebody, do whatever, right? But anywho, though, um, try to keep yourself in a position where you can do so. That'll help you tremendously, push you a little bit further, before you break down and shit. But yeah, so aside from that, today the only other chickens flying up in the coop, but the only other thing that happened today was neighbor called me, said dog was over there. So, but the time I was outside, he's already back, so there's no biggie. But yeah, so that's just about it as far as everything that's kind of happened today. Um, Last night I recorded 3 videos. I'm trying to just have them where they'll upload every day. Um, I've already got 3 scheduled out ahead, but so this one will go up after those. Um, but yeah, I was just trying to think about some topics to talk about, something I really want to touch on. Because, like I say, I talked a lot about, just doing what you got to do, getting shit done. Don't worry about it too much. Take care of your own stuff. But um, kind of want to move away from those topics, get into some more fun stuff. Oh yeah, what I what I guess I could talk about in this one, before I do mention it though, something else I did. One of my buddies was streaming on Twitch. He doesn't stream often. He doesn't even have enough where you can sub or whatever to him. But when I say buddies, it's somebody I haven't talked to in probably 2 or 3 years, and probably ain't seen him for about two or so. Uh, at this point, every time I see him, he's really nice. He's really fake though, uh, just in general, but not in a bad way, like in the best way possible. Uh, he's one of those guys every once in a while, and I've been friends with him since I was a kid, like before even school. So I mentioned in another video a woman that wasn't technically related to me, but took care of me a lot as a kid. I was next door neighbor at where my parents was at, older lady, and she would go Dairy Queen all the time, and so would his dad. Um, his dad mowed yards for people, kind of before, really before a lot of people was getting into that. Now it seems like everybody mows yards for people, but he was like the OG on that, and he was always there hanging out. So like say I would be there and he would be there and stuff. So we'd play uh, as kids at Dairy Queen. All of us just sitting around listen to the old people talk, smoking cigarettes and stuff. You know, kind of like what you're doing with me now, I guess. If anybody watches this. Speaking of that, two uh, two of the videos have 6 views now, which is wild. Um, excuse me, but which I did not expect was awesome. Uh, so hopefully some people resonate with some of the shit. But anyways, kind of what I want to talk about is like over the past couple years, I've really been on this journey. And I mentioned in some of the other videos about rediscovering myself. Me and my wife both have, and kind of where we're headed in life. Because we really got caught up in trying to conform and please other people that we have no fucking reason to please. Um, and the point that I want to make with that is that it sounds stupid, but it's kind of a heavy topic. We'll go ahead and smoke another one. But the point I kind of want to make with that is don't worry so much about pleasing people, especially people that don't matter. I mean, around here, um, it seems I can't vouch for anywhere else because I've lived in the same, well, basically the same place my whole life. Um, but with that being said, everybody kind of knows everybody's that cliche. Um, but don't worry about pleasing those people a whole lot because there's a lot of people that have preconceived notions about you that don't even like you to begin with, but because you're exerting yourself to be so fucking nice to these people, it's mentally draining you that they're kind of forced to act like they like you. And as soon as you like slip up and do anything different, they're like out of the picture. And not necessarily referencing my buddy here. Uh, I still consider him a buddy, friend, whatever, even though I haven't talked to him forever. And like I said, I was chatting with him on stream. He didn't even know who I was. It doesn't matter. There's like nobody watching, whatever. Hopefully it made his day. Me kind of sticking there with him for like an hour or so, just kind of chiming in, chatting every now and again, giving him something to talk about. He was honestly doing a pretty good job. I mean, I was impressed. Uh, there's like hardly anybody watching. I think it's kind of going in between like 3 and 5 viewers, like up and down. I'd say it's more consistent to like the 3, which was probably me, him. Then there was one other guy that commented a time or two. I don't know if it's another buddy of his or whatever, but he said he was on it on his phone or something too. But anyways, uh, So hopefully that kind of made his day. Just talking to him, giving him something to talk about on there every now and again. But a lot of times these people that kind of like suck your soul or don't accept who you are or whatever, or they're kind of weird, or even if they're buddies, you feel like it's kind of fucked you over, which I do really feel like I've been fucked over a little bit by him and stuff in the past on some things. He did apologize later on. I'm bad about holding on to shit. Not as bad now as I was, but I just don't have time for a lot of that shit right now because I've got so much going on. It's hard to even justify taking a day to chill and go fuck off and hang out with somebody anyways. But um, the point is though, sometimes it's better to just not hold on to these friendships that like they were in high school or even before. Uh, Everybody says it, and I feel like a lot of people will always think that they're like the exception to that, like their buddy group or whatever, where they're going to be running around forever and doing shit. And maybe there is some people out there that do that, but yeah, life goes on and shit happens, and that's all a part of it. I don't really want to run around and get drunk and act stupid or anything like that anymore. Um, I just got too much shit going on, and while it was fun, I'm glad I've had those experiences and stuff. It's not something I want to do anymore. Honestly, even if somebody asked me, maybe if somebody hollered at me, it's like, hey, let's meet up in town, get something to eat and catch up. Okay. McDonald's, whatever. I'd be down for something like that. Uh, but to hang out all night and stuff, shit, I just can't justify it at this point. But yeah, so sometimes just reaching out, even I guess if they don't even know who you are, just do something nice, make their day. You know, uh, whether that's for a buddy. I mean, it's easier with a buddy, I guess, but if it's for a stranger, you know. Sorry, I'm so tired tonight. But it's always good just to throw a little bit of kindness towards others. Um, Sometimes easier said than done. Sorry, I got ashes all over my screen, but still record on the iPad. But I don't always take my own advice. I'm on here talking about this shit, but it's what it is. I mean, I harbor a lot of negativity in me. While I know some of it's bad, sometimes you can transmute these feelings. Oh, Al just hooted. Maybe we can hear him again in a minute, but sometimes you can transmute these feelings and use this energy towards more positive things. Don't let people fuck you over. Don't let, if it's something major or whatever, obviously you just cut them off, fuck it. Uh, but if it's something that's just kind of dumb, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know, maybe this picked it up. That's cool. He just hooted again, but do what you gotta do. There's some people out there that ain't worth time of day. Don't worry about impressing your neighbors or whoever else. Unless you really get off on like that type of energy. Some people do. I don't. If I'm around others, I'm just mentally drained. Uh, there it was again. If I've talked to others I don't want to talk to, just mentally drains me. Uh, Most of the family's coming over tomorrow for my wife's birthday and stuff. It just mentally drains me. They'll sit there and have like legit arguments where they get loud over like what place has a better chicken strip or something. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't want to talk. I have enough people in my life right now to talk to about the weather. I want to talk to somebody about some real shit. Um, part of that's why I'm doing this here. Hopefully there'll be a few people catch on, and just kind of make some buddies. Never been on social media much or anything like that, so I don't have any like friends OL or anything like that, anyways. But uh, I have a couple buddies IRL that are chill. Again, most people I know in my life are Pisces. They wear me out, but I'm really chill with them, so we usually get along and it's chill. But it does drain me, even though I enjoy our conversations some. Uh, is what it is, though. But sometimes, uh, I'll give another example. So again, where I live, it's a road. There's like 6 or 8 houses on it. It's a few miles long. Uh, not a lot going on out here, right? We're the only younger people out here. Everybody else is like at least 50, at least. There's even like 2 or 3 old ladies on this road that's like 90s. It's crazy, but and 2 of them is supposedly still coherent. I don't really talk to them. Like I say, we're just kind of doing our own thing. I got a neighbor I talk with. He's like 70 or something like that. I mean, he's pretty chill. We got another guy out here to talk to. He's a little over 50, but he doesn't live out here. He just comes out here and fucks around or whatever. He owns some property and stuff. Probably talk to him more than anything. I kind of keep an eye on his shit a little bit, and he lets me know what he's heard or seen going on because he got fucking game cameras everywhere. But just kind of keep each other in the know. Because every now and again you get some crackheads and shit running around, but from elsewhere that comes in and acts stupid, but it ain't bad, it ain't bad. But anyways, what am I worried about impressing these motherfuckers for? It, it don't matter. You don't worry about impressing motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. A lot of times they already have preconceived notions. Your high school friendships, if you're a little bit older, may not still be the same now. That's fine. Don't focus all your energy on your old buddies. I mean, be nice, be chill every now and again. If they're really dragging you down, cut them off. If they're just kind of there, or if it takes just a little bit of energy, do something nice once in a while. But should really try to maybe focus, and this is what I'm attempting to do. So, can't say if this is good or advice or not. Like yesterday's talking about putting your screws on the ridges whenever you're doing 10. I feel like that's legitimately good advice. We'll see about this though. But I'm trying to eventually reach out and make new friends. We're trying to put ourselves out there a little bit instead of just being so reclusive. But we're still very wary of things. We just don't want to be fucked around, taken advantage of, because we kind of have a long history of that. Because we, again, went through the conformist stage of our lives, just being fake, just to get along, just to what we see maintains peace and order in our life. But at the end of the day, nothing's really changed. Other than that, we're getting more shit done and we're accomplishing more and we're more happy for it because we've laxed tensions that we have for you have to be completely dressed up before you go outside. Somebody drives by and sees you in your fucking PJs. Fuck them. It don't matter. But yeah, just moral of the story. Don't let people fuck you over big time. Cut them off. If they're sucking all your energy, cut them off. But if it's somebody that's just you're kind of chill with, lukewarm, be nice to them. Be chill. Don't go way out of your way. Just these little nice things once in a while goes a long fucking way. uh, but yeah, just do that. Oh yeah, before I go, one last story I want to talk about. Before I kind of started going over everything, there's some people that moved in a few years ago from out of state. Don't know who the fuck they are. Uh, Probably wouldn't even recognize them if I seen them. Well, my mom does like a arts and crafts sewing class thing in town, whatever it would be. Uh, I don't know. She does some shit like that. Uh, One of the lady started going there, talking about the people that moved in from out of state, and I had one interaction with these people. They live on a county road, which offshoots from this county road, and every now and again I would just go. Ride four wheeler, dirt bike, whatever down through there. Not tearing nothing up. I've never been an asshole like that. Just chilling, riding, looking at the scenery stuff. Just I'll go up and down the other county roads out here. We got a couple cemeteries and actually like three or four, but just shit like that, right? Just it's county roads. It's legal, no biggie. Well, you go there, you have to kind of turn around with the rat. This was like when I guess when they were first moving in, and the guy came out there and kind of jumped all over me. It's just one of those things like, what the fuck, It's just kind of shocking. I was like, I'm your neighbor. And then after that, he kind of started sucking my dick a little bit. It's just like, I was like, the more I thought about it afterwards, I got really mad and I was thinking all these bad things, stuff to do, whatever. But so many years removed, I've just gotten over it. But anyways, his wife, he goes to these classes or whatever the fuck it is. It's just old people hanging out, fucking around, I guess, gossiping and doing some fucking arts and crafts shit once in a while. I don't even know. Um, and mom kind of got talking, figuring out who it was, and she remembers me telling the story about it. I just jumped all over, and I was like, "I fuck these people." And uh, that being said, mom's like, she's kind of cool for this. But still yet though, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell him y'all, use one. They jumped on that one time or whatever and stuff about that, and I was like, don't even worry about it. You know, I don't need any more people in my life to talk to about the weather. You know what I'm saying? I've got enough of that in my life now. I want somebody to talk to about some real shit. Uh, I want to talk to some people that watches more anime than just your run of the mill shonen fucking whatever shit that's going right now. I want to talk to somebody about metal, that's not just baseline. I want to talk to somebody who actually listens to albums. Black metal would be great, but, you know, somebody who likes video games, like turn based RPGs. This is just the media stuff. It's ain't even talking about like the real shit. Uh, like what's actually going on in the world, what kind of shits went down in the past, historical things that's been rewritten, uh, narratives we don't even know about, uh, more questions than answer type shit, ether, spirituality, uh, paganism, real shit. But yeah, maybe there's somebody out there in your guys' life you're talking to about the weather, whatever new Netflix slop they're pushing that's trending. If somebody all they talk to you about is shit that's trending, or just bullshit, fast food and weather type shit, just I don't know about you guys, but to me that just drains me. Uh, or people that say the same like half dozen things every time you see them. because these motherfuckers haven't had, excuse me, character development in X amount of years. No character development. People don't do anything. Uh, a lot don't. I mean, they get comfortable. They're just chilling. Uh, they lose that hunger. They lose that fight. You know, it doesn't have to be financial, anything like that. Like, in all honesty, I mean, the financial part aside, like, you know, nobody goes anywhere. Nobody does anything. The economy sucks. Like, it costs money to do anything. Most things, that is. You got to get creative, but spend a few gallons of gas. Go out and walk around the woods. See what you see. Touch some shit. Tell me about that. Start identifying trees. It could be something dumb like that. Which isn't dumb. It's cool, but you know what I'm saying. I don't care if anybody's watching fucking. I don't even know what's trending on Netflix or is on the radio. I haven't listened to the radio in years. Don't have Netflix. I don't care. It's all stupid. It's all just slop entertainment to keep everybody distracted, anyways. Which I know you can say the same thing about anime or whatever. But it's like, I started watching that a decade ago almost, just out of being tired of everything else that's just like stupid. Like, I don't know. But I'll probably go into that a little bit more in the next video. Uh, so yeah, get some character development. Have something new to talk to about, especially if you're talking to real motherfuckers out there. And talk to you here in about 5 seconds on another one. And that'll be up the day later. So.